What's up, beautiful people? Today we're going to be checking out This Is Why Ricky Gervais Isn't Cancelled. Let's get to it.
Free speech dead at the Edinburgh Fringe, which is all about free speech and comedy. What happened?
What you're seeing in comedy is fascinating because it's not the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, it's the Edinburgh Conformity Festival. And what it means is if you stray beyond certain parameters of what is deemed acceptable and unacceptable, you will be cancelled. And what is really interesting is you look at that lineup, then there was one comedian on that lineup who is a traditional conspiracy theorist. He believes in quite far out conspiracies. But that's great, that's his right. No one has a problem with that. No one has a problem with the fact that he's a little bit tonto. Yet Graham comes along and says, you know what, maybe a woman can't have a 12-inch penis. Out you go, mate. The door's over there, son.
But it's insane because this is all about, actually all Graham did was talk about women's rights. And, you know, this is something that amazing comedians like Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais makes jokes about, you know, women's rights and the transphobic debate. But he's selling out stadiums around the world. So why do we have a problem with someone like Graham at a small venue, let's be honest, in Edinburgh?
Because the reality is Ricky is so big that he's essentially uncancelable. Same with Dave Chappelle. When you get to a certain level of success and notoriety and fame, and you can generate millions and millions of dollars for companies like Netflix or Amazon, and you can fill out stadiums around the world, nobody is going to want to cancel you because everybody's making a very pretty penny off it. But someone like Graham, who can't command that type of revenue, all of a sudden he becomes fair game for this type of behaviour.
Yeah, and meanwhile we've got Frankie Boyle making jokes about rape, and Graham was also banned from Twitter at one point, wasn't he? Who let the Taliban have an account?
Yeah, absolutely. But we all know that Graham has far more problematic views.
Wait. Twitter let the Taliban have an account? And they suspended Jordan Peterson and Andrew Tate. I mean, what could Andrew Tate and Jordan Peterson possibly say to even match up the Taliban having an account on Twitter? This is crazy. What a world we live in. I didn't know that. I'll take it back, guys.
We all know that Graham has far more problematic views than the Taliban.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean,
but you have to say as well, the Taliban are pretty gender critical.
They can be, yes. They don't have a very high opinion of women, unlike Graham.
Yes.
Who actually just supports women. I don't see. But
okay, let me know what you think about that one. Ricky Gervais, if you don't know who he is, he's the one that made the very controversial speech. I think it was at the Oscars. I mean, everything about his jokes and comedies is majorly controversial, but then you can't cancel him. Because the thing about this, or what people term as conspiracy and controversy, normally people think these things, but people won't say it, you know. It's kind of like you have it in your heart, but you don't want to express it because you might harm the other person or impede on somebody else's freedom. So you're just quiet about it. So when a comedian or when somebody comes that is willing to say it, now says it, you relate with it. You're like, oh shit, he said what was on my mind. And that's why I like him. So people like Ricky Gervais, even Donald Trump is in that category. What Donald Trump says is something a lot of people think about, but just wouldn't say it. I mean, right now people are beginning to be more bold to say those things. But at the time where these guys were saying those things, Dave Chappelle, when they were saying those things, people were not willing to say it, but people could relate to it. So you can't really cancel them. Like, you can't really cancel them. At the end of the day, the people who are pushing all those woke ideologies, they are the minority. They're not that many. Even though they are so loud, they are not that many actually. So canceling, I don't know who's behind it. I don't even know if it's a real thing. Like, can you really cancel somebody if they keep working hard? You can take them off your platforms, but if they have ownership of a platform or ownership of their own systems, you can't really cancel them. Yeah. Anyways, let me know what you think. The points they made there was also very valid. They said Ricky Gervais is too big that other big companies are not willing to lose money. Dave Chappelle is the same thing. Yeah, which is also very true. Very, very true. You know, everything is money. Follow the money, right? Let me know what you think about that one. It was an interesting video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also share your thoughts on the Taliban having a Twitter account over Jordan Peterson, Donald Trump, Andrew Tate. Who else? Lots of people that had interesting opinions were cancelled, but the Taliban had an account. And also I heard there were about how many thousand I'm not going to talk about that on this one. We'll bring a video and we'll talk about that part. Well, smash the like button. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.